So, kanina nakita natin the life stage is a significant driver. Next to that is personal finance. Ang maganda sa personal finance, this is something that we can shape. We can influence it. And that is where the opportunity lies. Our data shows that retirement-ready Filipinos tend to have a balanced mix of financial assets, which would include insurance, savings, investments, and emergency funds. So ang maganda with our personal finances, you would have long-term assets and short-term assets. For the average Filipino, there's still a tendency na nasa savings or digital wallets. But what will be good to increase our retirement readiness would be to diversify into other financial instruments. We also looked at insurance ownership. In-life policy holders scored 62 compared to their counterparts that do not have an in-life policy holder in-life policies who score 42. That's a 20-point gap, showing that insurance ownership is not just about protection but about proactive planning. There are groups also, of course, who are building passive incomes, and into thinking long-term, they would score higher. Meanwhile, those individuals who often support multiple dependents, meaning 4 or more dependents in the family, extended family, they face more financial pressure, which limits their ability to save and invest. Another key insight is financial resilience. Financial resilience meaning if you are prepared for job loss, for natural disaster, or health emergencies. For these losses, we should also have a fund or savings na purposefully dito natin inallocate. For some kasi we would have savings, pero yung saving na yon pang job loss na, pang health emergency, minsan pang shopping din, di ba? Pag may biglaan tayo nakitang pang shopping, doon na sa iisang fund. What we need to have are purposeful investments and purposeful financial assets. Next dimension is pension coverage. Our retirement index reveals that pension participation is concentrated among those who are married and are parents, while the younger single and childless Filipinos, especially those in the informal or contract-based work, are often left out. This reflects a structural gap in our retirement system. So while SSS and GSIS provide essential coverage, they may not be enough. And for some cohorts or some segments, they are not easily accessible. Many Filipinos, especially those in the freelance or gig economy or informal employment, have no employer-provided pension plans and have limited awareness for their entitlements. The index shows that pension participation contributes significantly to retirement readiness. On the other hand, those who have employer-provided pension plans would show higher preparedness. So in the retirement planning, integration matters. It works best when it's embedded in the workplace, supported by employers, and reinforced by financial education. Next, may nagsabi kanina, worried on hospitalization. Yes, health is a key dimension because health risks are financial risks. PhilHealth, yes, it's essential. We are covered by PhilHealth, but it may not be enough. Diba? How many times have we heard of someone na yes, nakapag-ipon sila, no? Pero nung nagkasakit, yung lifetime savings na yon naubos. Diba? Maraming ganyang kwento. So when we think of retirement, we should also be getting ready for health emergencies or funding for our health care. So health, this contributes 10% in the overall score, and as we grow older, tumataas po or nagiging stronger yung influence ng health in our index score. So health risks are not just medical concerns, they are financial risks. The rising healthcare cost, limited coverage, and even caregiving responsibilities all affect a person's ability to retire securely. The index shows that those who are retirement ready tend to be aware of their family's medical history. Ayun. Kung medyo aware tayo of the family medical history, medyo may sense tayo na yung may mga sakit na it will happen to us. So we tend to also prepare for that. We have the tendency to have private health or critical illness insurance, and we maintain emergency funds. So it's not just about having coverage, it's about having a proactive attitude towards aging and well-being. Of course, as we are doing this index, we did see some disparities and opportunities. So we saw disparities between gender, income, and employment type. Men score higher than women, higher income groups would score better. But readiness isn't just about wealth, it's about awareness, access, and action. So let's start with gender. Men score higher than women, 49 versus 45. This is largely due to a stronger pension participation and more consistent income from full-time employment. So in terms of the family roles, it's the men who would have usually a full-time employment and then enrolled then sa either SSS or GSIS. Whereas women, because we take on caregiving roles, it may limit our ability to invest and save. However, for us women, we also bring strengths to retirement preparedness because we tend to have higher social support and emotional engagement. And these are two factors that strongly influence retirement readiness. We are more likely to discuss financial matters with our family. We are open to seeking advice and building support networks. For men, they can improve on their scores by further strengthen their retirement preparedness by emotionally engaging, okay, health planning, and diversifying financial behavior. On the average for men, underutilized pa ang tools like insurance, investment, or emergency funds. Of course, with income level, yes, we may say it's not a surprise, no, na kapag higher income, you would score higher in the index. But there may still be gaps in terms of emotional preparedness and even with health preparedness. We also see disparities in employment type. Of course, as we already mentioned, informal workers, freelancers, and contract-based employees are less likely to have pension coverage or stable income streams. So we need here options for them, alternatives. If I cannot get into SS or GSIS, I can do it voluntarily. I can have Retire Assure also, something that I can access on my own and prepare for my retirement. So we introduced the In-Life Retirement Index tool. I hope natapos yun na po ang mga questions and you also get to try the tool. It's simple, intuitive, it's grounded in the 6 dimensions that we have just discussed. It gives you a personalized score and clear recommendations. We hope that it will empower people to take control of their future. So by answering the short set of questions, you will receive personalized retirement readiness score. But more importantly, you will receive recommendations based on your responses. So this is what makes the tool actionable. It's just not knowing about the score, it's about knowing what to do next. And because it is digital, it will be accessible to almost everyone. So whether you're just 25 and starting out or 55 and planning your next chapter, you will know your score and know the next thing to do. So what's your retirement score? Find out today. Visit our website to try the Retirement Index tool, share your score, start a conversation, and let's build a retirement-ready Philippines, one Filipino at a time. Magandang araw.
Thank you very much,